Hello and welcome back, everyone. We are starting a little bit early here as the Dutch East Indies, now just the East Indies, return to our rightful, not being part of the Dutch. And of course, we have the EIEIC. Old East Indies had a subject, the EIEIC, and we have, kind of going on. We are starting to get a little bit uncursed. We banned slavery. We initially did slavery so we could try and get migrants because we are currently in 1.5.3, which has some bugs to it. And the bugs is that you do see the colonial company though, big nice. You have no migration and employment wasn't working. And, our initial intention was to start fixing up the run for maybe in 1.5.4, the save game will be compatible and we can continue this run in kind of a fresh, pops can employ, people can migrate, this type of thing. And I was thinking, oh, this will be great. And then, on starting up the stream for today, we see that 1.5.3, the workaround that we were using to kind of help employment a little bit, apparently would make it so we couldn't launch the game anymore, and so here we are, complete raw dogging it. We will be having, the full brunt of the bug, because the workaround seemed to have been created problems, and we needed to not refresh, but I forget what it's called, verify the integrity of our game files, and so this is what we will be trying to see if we can get, some semblance of an economy going here as we start, and hopefully not descend into madness. Now, we are going for technocracy as well. I'm thinking that, we will try and reform our overall big goal, which perhaps should have been stated earlier, is to first form the United Netherlands and then form Central Europe. So our goal is to form the HRE as the Dutch East Indies because that is probably the memeiest country to do it as, and I suppose we should be looking for a war, shouldn't we? Especially because we got 0 infamy. Well, shoot. So I'm thinking it's going to take quite a long time for us to get after a lot of this land. My understanding is the Confederation of the Rhine. I haven't actually looked at the game files or the event very closely. We do have the Confederation. My understanding is if we have good relations with both of our subjects, they will just merge and further expand the Confederation, or this is what someone had said. We don't have good relations with Belgium right now, which is why this is not working. It is in the British market, is our subject, but they're not at least cordial. Or wait, no, they are at least cordial. Okay, so that's not working how we've thought. Hey Xstreams, how's it going? And so we will probably need to mainly focus on expanding there, in here. So I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Fortunately, the Dutch East Indies, the EIEIC, the East Indies East India Company, did take Sardinia, Piedmont, and full annex them at some point in time. I know not when. So that'll be a little bit less for us to do. I suppose we could go after Hanover and make protectorate. The problem is I'm not sure we can land Hanover. I'm not sure we have this capability. We could go for someone a little bit smaller. Perhaps we should have thought about this before we started up the stream. We notably cannot decrease the autonomy of any of our subjects currently, which would be really nice if we could, but we can't because we are currently have a defensive pact with the UK, with whom we are also in their customs union. We could leave their customs union and keep the defensive pact, I suppose. If we just end the customs union now, then that will pull all of our subjects out of the customs union and we will be able to start lowering their autonomy. And maybe this is what we want to work towards. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure if our economy can... I don't think our economy can stand that. At least not right now. I'm fairly confident that a majority of the industrial stuff is coming from the UK. And we just can't get the places here to employ up properly. And now it's going to be even worse. Not like this. These are employing up, apparently. Ostensibly. Okay, I guess we'll just pick someone, a little bit of a German miner or something to go after. And we will just get a beachhead. Let's take a look between Oldenburg. Alright, so we're going to try and establish a beachhead here in Oldenburg. Which will... Well, we'd really like the beachhead from them. We'd really like to form the Netherlands thing. Alright. Did we check out the market shortages mod yet? I did take a look at it. I thought it was a nice improvement to the UI, but it's not something that I can make a video on unless I'm making a video on several, because there's not enough for me to talk about, although I liked it. I mean, I guess I gotta play around with it a little bit more, but I didn't feel that it was something I could make a video on, because there's not enough for me to, like, discuss on it. I should take a closer look at it, though. I really like having visual information regarding, like, what you have a shortage in a way that's not communicated by just the little shortage thing up here, so. Or the standard vanilla. I guess I'm just having an hawing. We just need to find a war and actually declare it. We already have all this. Alright, let's just get in there. We could just start protectorating the coast. This is also fine, I think. They might back down. We'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, something crazy happens, we could just load because we haven't really done anything. Did we accidentally regime change them? No, we did not. Okay. And we should be able to land on these guys. Of course, our armies cannot recruit up, which is a whole nother problem that we have been experiencing. They are offering their support, the East India Company, for transfer subjects. We're not going to give that. Obligations, transfer states. Alright, interesting. They are very likely to back down. If they don't back down, we should be able to land as well. Now, we do have to use our construction up, otherwise we're not going to have sufficient buy orders for stuff. And we did build this university up to 21, which is our current EOS cap, I believe. Or do we have... Well, maybe we can 31 the uni? Maybe this is not insane. We're kind of... I know we have low taxes, so... Hey, Saber Stories, how's it going? I'm doing pretty well. I was hoping that they would release the hotfix for this a little bit earlier, but I decided we wanted to get a little bit more content out, or a little bit more gameplay, and, you know, not wanting to go to 1.4, or, like, I guess we could have done the Cold War mod. You know, we are continuing this Curse mod and trying to set it up in the hopes that this save file will be compatible with 1.5.4, which is coming out, and so we are going to be trying to pass some useful laws and this sort of thing. Man, our law pass is going ungodly slow, though. Can we lower taxes a notch? We can't. We wish we could lower taxes to be more legitimate, just so we could hit the next notch. Is there another way to... No, there's not. Oh, I suppose we could do this. The Intelligentsia both support autocracy, but... I think with that, it might be better to get the extra speed by just doing this and being more legitimate. And so we'll still have over 40% enactment time, but we should get much faster ticks. Nice pressure. It is a nice pressure. It's doing Prussian things. Oh wait, what happened here? I hate that they could sway them with the bankroll. They go bankrupt immediately. It's not really a big deal, and we don't want to put war goals in on these guys because we want the wars to be over immediately, but we're just going to land them. It's actually kind of amusing, but we'll send Old MacDonald's army in. I think Old MacDonald's army should be sufficient. Yeah. Old MacDonald had an army. EIEIC. Get it? Because it's the East India Company. Very big, nice. But yeah, we're going to have to conquer a lot of this land anyways. Actually, maybe we should have done with the Italian ones more so. Now that I think about it, this probably would have been preferable going after the Italians. Because, well... Yeah. Not sure exactly what this event chain does, if we have a chance for unification, if we beat up Prussia a sufficient amount. I suppose we will also mobilize this army which is currently defending at home, and just let it defend. Hey, Rationalist, how's it going? Miners bankrolling is insane, Lamau, basically. Because they just go bankrupt instantly, which actually makes it easier to get in, because you just automatically win the battles. Oh, did we make a horrible mistake? No, Old MacDonald's army is not trapped somewhere. Old MacDonald's army will get in, and will almost certainly succeed. They are in default, naturally, because they're bankrolling 2 GPs. So that's what you get for trying to preserve your territorial integrity, I suppose. Adjusted dessert. Let's see, what do we have here? I mean, to be fair, we don't have enough pops. Oh no, the migration. Whatever is happening. No, nobody's leaving. Nobody's coming here either, which would be the natural course of things, which, normally we would really want to turn Transvaal into an industrial center. Oh, one thing we wanted to check was when we were importing slaves, are they creating new cultural centers? And it seems that they do produce new cultural centers, which is a little bit cursed, because, enslaving the pops just makes it more likely that you get, migrants coming in. I suppose if people... We're just trying to continue with the bugginess, but I'm anticipating some of these problems start becoming, insurmountable as we get into the railways, which was kind of what we were encountering before. We're going to try and stick it out, but if we do have trouble, we might be making some sort of audible to something else. But for now, we will stick with it. And we have succeeded in getting in. Now, we don't want Old MacDonald's army to get trapped there, which is kind of one of the bugs that's been happening. So we'll move them back straight away. And we should enforce very quickly. What is this? No. Crust Venetian Uprising. What's this? What's all going on here? Okay, well, we had a problem with it when it was Sardinia Piedmont. We don't really have a problem when it's Republic of San Marco. I thought he was taking Sardinia Piedmont from our faithful subject, the EIEIC. Political meltdown. That's really not that much money. We are getting an obscene amount of money from minting and Diplopacts combined, and that is largely off the back of the fact that we have not actually been able to build an economy. 25 million GDP and 74. Truly, this is the most cursed run. Actually, can we? No, we can't offer support. Tragic. Might have something to do with the fact that we're at war with them, huh? That would make sense, actually. Oop. Let's propose this peace deal. Oldenburg gives up. Austria. Can we now sway our way? And no, we cannot. Now, Tuscany has decent land. We could protect them as well. Could also leave the UK's market. What are people's opinions on leaving the UK's market? Pretty sure it, explodes our economy, but our economy is really not that great anyways. And so, let's see what people think. And also, we cannot dynamically readjust the economy very well because pops do not employ up. But maybe we just want to burn it down, huh? Burn the run. I think we intentionally switched back to fig orchards on this front. Here, let's just keep proceeding. Ah, nope, we want to find someone to war with. I really am kind of keen on getting Transfer Lindy, see if that's something we can do. So maybe we put it on the back burner and we start preparing to leave the customs union. Oh boy. So here, I think, is the problem... Oh, well, we have enough railroads. Okay. We'll just add a couple more at the front. I guess we expanded too much. We delved too greedily and too deep. People overwhelmingly want the blood of leading Leaving the market? You mean implode, I guess? I guess. Might implode a little bit. Why don't we take a save then? Since so overwhelmingly people want to do it. I think we should wait and maybe try and... But we could take a save and see how bloody it is. Chat wants one thing, and it's the destruction of Generalist's economy. What economy? Okay. Let's see the damage. Well, there's no artillery factories, I guess, anywhere in the market. That might be a problem. So let's put one... We don't have enough engines. That's not too bad, though. We don't have enough steamers. I don't think we're the one consuming the steamers, so that's not our problem. That's the EIEIC's problem. We could import that. That's actually not really that bad, but let's check a look at this. Yikes. Look at the minus 75 on so much stuff. Principally, it's like all on clothing inputs, also hardwood, but hardwood has a glut normally. Also small arms. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So, normally this is not, well, we could exporting this is fine. Normally we're not in the custom of, exporting agrarian stuff, but we really don't want our entire economy to collapse here. So I guess we will kind of export some of this stuff. Also, well, actually, this isn't even as much our stuff as it is the other stuff, but also the trade centers don't... Ooh, that is not good. 73% everywhere. Currently running a little bit of a problem. I would say it's not our problem, but it is exactly our problem. Of the persons involved, which is just us and us, the ones whose problem it is also us, so that is, Oh my god, it hurts my brain to export this stuff. But we're just doing the minus 75 stuff. Okay. Now the second matter, of course, is we need an absolute ton of convoys. And we forgot where they were. Okay. Let's do some of this action, actually. We're just smacking down a ton of them, and then we will also... I think we currently have a decent number of anchorages, because the place couldn't employ up anyways. So we'll swap everything to cargo ports. You've tried Wiki 3 and you don't know what you're doing? How many construction sectors is too many? No. You never stop building construction sectors. It's actually a fine balance, just kind of knowing how many more you can build. And you just kind of try and build as much as them with you. You take the UK down with you, seems worth it. Yeah, what are the odds they rev here? Let's take a look at their market. Yeah, how's it feel? To have your tea, which you hold so dear, be so expensive. Me when my minority rule country isn't being developed because the minority rules over all the land and the majority is discriminated against, basically. Will it hurt Great Britain market as well, and how much? Yes. Yes, the answer to that question is yes. And they have like minus 75 on all these consumer goods, right? That they were supplying to us. And so, and cannons, I suppose. Were they really not making that many cannons? But not only that, is the employment adjustments just straight up don't work. It's going to fire down a bunch of pops everywhere, and they won't employ back up because of the bug. So, like, we well and good, we're going to see this number plummet, I anticipate, and see it plummet for the UK and not really recover all that well. The one saving grace for us, because we're smart and handsome and not the AI, is that we are going to get really profitable trade centers for a little bit at least. Looks like some of our trade routes aren't going to be very good. These will decrease in size. We're kind of okay with those decreasing in size, but still having them in. And I'm very curious if it causes the UK to rev. But now, Now we actually should be able to do some stuff. So we should be able to reduce autonomy. And they might accept. I guess we could... We can't beat them in a fight. So we could save scum this, or we could... Well, actually, we can't build up a military either, because the, like, recruitment bug. We can't recruit troops. It categorically, this has been our problem. The troops just don't employ up. We just have a bunch of hollowed out battalions. We've been trying since the start of the game to actually build some amount of cannons. But we can reduce these guys' autonomy. They will accept. In Belgium. And then we are going to reduce a lot of other autonomies too. Oh, I thought they were our subjects. They are. Are you our subject? No. Crucial states. We don't want to annex. Well, we might want to annex them. Color is ugly. So if we reduce autonomy, I mean, we could just cheese it, right? We could just re-roll it. Form the Netherlands. Move the capital to the homeland. Actually have a decent number of accepted pops. What do people think about that? Let's, cheese it or try and build up a military. I just don't know how to build up a military. Like, we have a bigger economy than the Netherlands, but the problem is we, like, literally can't build the military. So, thoughts on cheesing? The chance of reducing autonomy. Yeah, so the question is should we save scum and just form the Netherlands here? This is the principal question. Let's also take a look at all our other subjects. We have Dominion with the East India Company. We could reduce their autonomy as well. I think there's no shot they accept. And there's no shot we beat them in a fight. It's absolutely absurd that they can be... that we're eligible... Oh, we have Eche... Benin and Congo. We also want to reduce. I guess this was kind of more recently a thing. What type of cheese is our favorite? That's a tough question. It's actually a really hard question. What type of cheese is your favorite? What type of cheese is your favorite? So, like, I want to instantly respond with cheddar, right? But the thing is that, well, pizza uses mozzarella. I really like pizza. Tacos are often done with either jack or cheddar or both, right? I think Italian dishes in general, I am very liberal with the usage of Parmesan. And so if the question is like, and Parmesan, you can't like substitute another cheese for Parmesan, right? So the also the way we save some of this is we just wait an additional day. By the way. And they accept demands. Classic. It's time, you guys. We're gonna form the United Netherlands. So, you know, you have cheese, you have Parmesan, but then, like, mozzarella sticks are so good. I guess it would have to be mozzarella. Because I really like mozzarella sticks. And I also really like pizza. But with acknowledgement that, like, if I had to eat the cheese just straight up, probably cheddar. And in terms of enhancing a dish, like, there's not, like, that good a replacement for parm. But we formed the United Netherlands. We get extra prestige. We get our color fixed. It's a beautiful thing. I guess we should change the title of the thing. To Retired Netherlands. Okay, so we can move the capital back here, but then we definitely won't have enough convoys. In terms of location, definitely not a good one. Is this all incorporated? Oh my god. And we can build here? My sweet Jesus, it's beautiful. So, we'll see about resetting the production methods here. Oh, why did we get Hanover? Pump the brakes. Why did we get this? Did they become part of the Confederation of the Rhine and we just didn't notice? If that's the case, then we actually want a vassal feed first, right? Before we did this. How did that work exactly? What happened? Do they need to have good enough cheese? Not cheese. Or I guess we're gonna save the game and then load a different violin. Because I'm curious how this... I would like to know how Confederation of the Rhine works. I do not fully know how it works. We're gonna take a save and then we're gonna take a load. And then we're gonna think more about cheese. The whatever de Estrella is the goat for cheese. Requiajao de Serra? I cannot pronounce that. My apologies. Okay, but what happened here? So the Rhineland got this. The Confederation of the Rhine just swallowed this up. Interesting. But we didn't... We just protectorated this, and then they swallowed it up. Very interesting, but they're not getting Belgium. Huh. So I guess that means we want to go after all these like Rhinish guys first here. It's a shame because we would love to annex Belgium, but I think that this is the strategy. It's a cheese you usually eat with pumpkin jam, usually a dessert. Interesting. Okay, so I guess we'll save scum a little down the line and see just how much we can expand the Confederation of the Rhine. Now, I think we want to make them a dominion anyways at this point in time while it's cheaper on the infamy, so we'll wait till the 17th and we will still reduce the autonomy, but we just won't we won't annex the Netherlands yet, and this will make it a lot easier for us to, you know, go in here. Except we're not going to have access through them unless we can sway them. But we want at the very least go after Hanover now, probably. Hanover's army might be too big, though. There's some severe problems in this run. This run is very cursed. Now that we're actually trying to do something militarily, this just actually feels awful. So they have 16 battalions with a power projection of 66. So we're stronger than them, but the question, can we land them? That one's a bit rough because they will have full battalions and we just have this nonsense. We're going to have a landing penalty too. I actually think we cannot land them, which is a bit awkward. And these guys automatically integrate, I guess, anyone in the Rhineland. Did they fix the employment bug? They have not yet fixed the employment bug. That's one of the reasons we're major struggle busing. We would not be struggling at all if we could actually build barracks that would recruit troops. These guys have been trying to recruit for an eternity. I mean, I guess we could add some more arty to the reserve army, but like this is we put in all this mobile artillery like 30 years ago. And so actually I think over 30 years ago, the guys that we've been trying to recruit up over 30 years ago still haven't recruited up all the units. So definitely part of it's also discrimination though, which you get sometimes. I guess we'll just put some more of these in. Maybe that's okay. I don't know what to do. But we, of course, do have to solve this huge convoy problem that we have from port connections. So we are getting on that. So I guess we just go after Bremen instead. We make them a protectorate. The thing is, the cheese is supposed to be very sour, which mixes really well with the jam, but only jamless, only something like jamless requiado. As a person who enjoys it jamless, it really is goated. Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for that, although I'm not exactly the biggest connoisseur of... yeah. We love that. So, we will have to try and fight Prussia with the help of these guys at some point. Man, that's going to be such a cursed thing. I wish we could... Yeah, let's improve relations and get a trade agreement with these guys, because we're not in their customs union. We do want them to have good relations with us still. We're in Spain without the S. The truth hurts. Yeah, I mean, this employment bug is, like, pretty nasty, to be honest. I mean, we do have qualification problems, but also we have this. So maybe it'll be a little bit better when we get off of discrimination. I mean, we're not currently going that direction, and we could be. I think we definitely finish steel frame buildings, but maybe we do something... Oh, we already have human rights. Okay. So that means we have to recruit. Intelligentsia, got the Nihilist. We forgot to put in additional war goals, but we're gonna just send old McDonald's army. Yes, I forgot, they have to move. We've also been, we've also been trying to build up a way bigger navy for forever as well. Old MacDonald had an army. So, but yes, we do want to try and find ourselves... Naturally, we don't have any agitators. We want to try and find ourselves a humanitarian. He might actually be someone we don't want if we find a humanitarian that's Intelligentsia. Which is a little bit tricky. I mean, we can fire a lot of these guys, but kind of not loving cycling through. And we don't want to cheese that too long. I mean, we could hire and fire for like 30 minutes and eventually kind of get what we want. Just keep making new armies to be able to do that with. This guy's a Republican. I think maybe we start bolstering these guys instead. Trying to get them out. Of course, we will have very significant problems, but yeah. I don't know if you can buy it in the US. Probably Boston is where it's at because they have the biggest Portuguese population. Comte is a really nice cheese too. Yeah, I'm not, do not have the most refined palate when it comes to cheese. TBH. You don't think Ureki, whatever it is, would be classified as cheese? Interesting. Looks like the convoy problem is kind of... Yeah, it just nuked all the trade routes that were large, which is fine. Our economy didn't stumble that hard. Let's take a look at the UK's. Eh, they're back at it. They were doing really hot, though, before we dropped out. So I guess now we vassal feed for a bit. Effectively getting annexes for the price of... Because we can... The problem is we might need to reduce the autonomy further just to be able to get in there, but... Well, something nuked our interests. I think we'll put an interest in South Germany, though. And knowing that we want to fight kind of Prussia, I think, we're going to improve relations with some of the people around them. I'm going to see if we have insufficient tax anywhere. We don't. Just put some of these in the queue. I think we had... How are these employing up? Pretty well, actually. Interesting. Oh my god, I forgot we hadn't gotten on to the laissez-faire yet. This is so cursed. But this really helped the cloud, kick up the cloud of these guys. So we're gonna do this. And now, we're gonna try and go LF. Will this radicalize the rural folk? It will. And Mummy's not here to protect us. Still... Mummy is not here to protect us. We could go Parliamentary Republic. I think we don't have voting, so I don't know exactly how that works. But the rural folk are going to get big mad. So, if we want to piss off the rural folk, I mean, they're already horribly angry. Maybe we just retire the... Oh, we don't have the cooldown. So we can fire every commander in the rural folk and get a decent amount of churn through them. I think I like the idea of kicking this bonus somehow, so how can we do that? Well, the trade unions like this. Do they double like this? Oh no, wait. And they don't double like this, and we want to do this one anyways at some point, so I think we do this. And these guys are horribly upset with us, but they're the only ones horribly upset with us. We might have to fire down a lot of their generals, because while they are upset, let's retire a bunch of these guys. Which will allow us to kind of look for more humanitarians anyway. It's nice that there's a lot of intelligentsia and trade unionist clout. We can't retire them because he's doing a naval invasion. Alright, fair enough. He's busy. This guy, no, this guy's not as busy. Isn't he also conducting a naval invasion? Prejudiced against admirals. More fireable than armies. Okay, so now they're really pissed anyways, so it's not a big deal. They're gonna be pissed no matter what. Negative migration attraction. Who cares? It doesn't work. And this should also eat into the clout of them a little bit. Because they don't have any of these guys. So we see our first trade unionist, and now we are left with a bit of a rough decision, actually. Because while we want to increase the trade unionist clout, we don't want to have too many trade unionists that we can't afford to fire them. As we, like, keep rolling over these guys. I guess we could have hired and fired. Yeah, we should have... There we should have hired and fired a bunch of rural folk guys, actually. You can't go Republic for HRE? That's right. That's right, that's right. We can't do it. We have to stay monarchy. The Technocratic HRE. This is the worst timeline, isn't it? Oh, this timeline's so bad. But this Confederation of the Rhine mechanic is interesting because it effectively allows for vassal feeding. Alright, so we're probably going to go to the one place we have steel and just turn up the... Where do we have steel? Jesus, do we really not have that much steel? Let's take a look. Where we have steel. Transvaal and Sunda Islands. Well, okay. We really don't have a lot of steel. Are we just importing an enormous amount of steel? What the hell? Where's our steel? Excuse me? We are not putting out that much steel with 3 steel things. Might it be our subjects just has a ton of steel? God, this is terrible. And see, here's they won't employ up. All right, let's try and kick. Well, no, let's try Transvaal first because Transvaal has more, and I think they have less construction as well. So we'll go here. Steel frame causes a shortage of glass naturally, but this place can't employ up because of the bug. Oh my god, it's so painful. Oh, what am I doing? We don't have feminism. We can't roll a humanitarian anyways. God. Not like this. Not like this. So you can technically get Alsace-Lorraine? I think so. How did Technocracy change the IG clouts, by the way? A huge amount. These guys were marginalized, now they're not. I think the rural folk had another 10% clout, now they don't. And the industrialists had 10% less, and now they have a lot more. So if we, I guess we could hover it, you can see the clout, just huge change. This is a small decrease. I think most of the clout that got absorbed was from the rural folk. These guys' clout came way up. Clout came way up on the armed forces as well. Armed forces might have been marginalized as well. I mean, we don't have a lot of guys who are in the army. So... I think we'll retire. We'll go after some of the Intelligentsia guys right now, I think. Especially the pacifist, actually. With the understanding that we have a decent approval on them right now, if I'm not mistaken, which I always am. And later we will be able to try and roll a humanitarian on an Intelligentsia guy. Because we don't have any Intelligentsia generals whatsoever. So if we manage to roll a general, we will be able to, through exiling, get him in. What is this Confederation of the Rhine mechanic? I don't know. Is it new? Yes. Which is why I don't know exactly what it does. We see we have a rev kind of brewing. I think we'll be able to pass it quickly enough. We are kind of... Wow, increasing taxes does basically nothing. We have to be a little bit careful, actually. We should just keep the taxes low. It's like really does nothing relative to the fact that we have Diplo pacts. Almost all of our money is coming from East India Company and Confederation of the Rhine. The truth hurts. What economy? Economy's not real. Weird. Is it just me that never experienced the employment bug? I guess. Like, okay, so will these confederate is kind of the question. And we're expecting the answer is yes. Or is it outside the Rhineland? Well, I mean, the other one was outside the Rhineland, too. Or do they need to have positive relations with the Confederation? I'm not sure exactly. Yikes. Also yikes. I mean, we can take a save and see if we can sway someone to help us with Hanover, but there's no way we're getting that cookie by ourselves. I wish we could just tell this guy to go after them. I mean, they are a Dominion. They can do it. Can we rival anyone decent? Maybe we rival Prussia. They will interfere with us a lot if we do that. But then maybe... I mean, the effect of us having a rivalry, giving positive relations with their rivals, seems to be not particularly robust. Maybe we don't do that. We just take the bag and run. Ha ha ha, you gave us some free influence. Smell you later. You have to be on 1.5.3 for the bug, by the way. I don't know if you guys are talking about something other than 1.5.3. Got a movement for universal suffrage. Kind of wouldn't hate universal suffrage either, except for the fact that the rural folk clout would get way too big, way too out of hand. Don't exactly want that. We can interfere here. We could offer support. We want a bankroll. We want transfer subjects. We can transfer Nagpur, Hyderabad. Or sorry, Mysore. Mysore is an interesting one. I think we actually want this guy to actively annex all this stuff. And he's trying to annex it. But transfer states, hell yeah, brother. Transfer Sardinia. I mean, we're gonna accept their pops, and they have really good mappy there. No, wait. That's Piedmont. We want... Sardinia is not the prize. Although it is pretty solid. Yep, we'll ask for that. Let's check our infamy. We have a decent chunk, so we don't need to start our own war here. I think we'll just kind of go with this one. Don Juan says, yo, Generalist, what bugs we got? We got the same bugs on top of, we had to revert the fix because we couldn't launch the game, and so now the bugs are even worse, ostensibly. So we're trying to set it up for maybe having a reasonable looking run following a hotfix if the save games are compatible. It's kind of where we're at right now. But I mean, this Confederation of the Rhine actually adds a vassal feeding mechanic here, because we subjugated what was this? It wasn't Bremen, Oldenburg, here, and then they automatically got incorporated by the Confederation of the Rhine, and so this is a new and interesting thing. And so this is going to bear looking into and thinking about, because the fact that you can vassal feed now is a bit interesting, or that there is at least one region you can vassal feed in Europe, which means that all of this land is way cheaper, because we can get all of Hanover effectively down the road by protectorating, just protectorating them. Oh, it would be insane if we just had to have them in the customs union. Maybe that's all it requires. Interesting. Why don't we try improving relations with... I mean, Hesse-Kassel. Let's try and get them into our customs union, maybe. No, they don't... We can't improve... Oh, we have no bureaucracy. Alright, we'll hold on to them for a little bit, but I think we might end up, bankrolling them, something like that. It says one possible action in the Confederation of the Rhine event. Have you played on the Confederation side? I think we're going to need to play it a little bit. I don't think we have too much in East Java. Or we have a ton in East Java. That's West Java, okay. Almost all of our academics are here. This isn't employing up, though. I mean, this employed up, too? This isn't employing up, but yeah. It's also not abundantly profitable. Oh, do we have a lot of Muslim pops? We might. We see alcohol's not in here. Yeah, we have a lot of Muslim pops. So we probably want to export liquor then, huh? Gonna need some more bureaucracy then. I think we have a few in there. These also not employing up all the way is a bit of a problem. We'll put it on auto expand in the capital. Hopefully it doesn't go too crazy. Also, we have a bunch of turmoil, which is driving problems. We actually should be kind of aggressively expanding the policing institution, and we're not. Maybe we don't need colonial affairs at the higher level. Really, the second level of colonial affairs is always super appealing. We're just gonna actually leave them to their own devices as soon as this gets... Definitely want to nuke their political strength. I think they won't get this rev off. Also very nice to... If we can drive them under 18% clout, this bonus or this malice will get cut in half. The law has stalled. Don't like that. Coming up a little bit, though. And we can just be in the same war. Well, actually, we don't really care. We did just get, though, Sardinia. I think this will be good. Any shortages? No. Don't have a lot of pops, and aren't going to be able to get migration. Fantastic. But does have decent resources and such. Probably really overbuilt on the railway, huh? They have 156 available infrastructure. They are tremendously overbuilt on the railway. So we're going to make sure we're using as much rail PMs as possible. I don't know what drove the AI to this madness, but this is way too many and we can't delete them, unfortunately. Can't downsize with Rev Brewing, but we can have the Italian expedition. The Italian. And perhaps there's some use to having this here. Can't downsize anything. Row top right, please. Oh. I'm sorry. Okay. We have subjects with the North German or South German primary culture. We control unincorporated claims of alright. From 1806 to 1813, by design of Napoleon Bonaparte, the German states were unified under a single government, the Confederation of the Rhine. This edifice solidified Napoleon's control over Germany by proxy, containing both Prussia and Austria. Reviving this arrangement will secure the power of the East Indies within Germany and avert the design of an uncontrollably unified Germany. Expand the Confederation. Our acquisition of the new German territories for us to expand the jurisdiction of our client states of the region. Confederation of the Rhine, subject of the East Indies. I actually want to make a video about this if we can just use this to vassal feed. Has not used this decision in the last 3 years, has at least one of these, North German or South German, and it will annex all subjects under our suzerainty. Okay. I see you. We're going to take a little bit of a save here. We're going to title this Confed. So are we supposed to... It says it annexes all, so I think we maybe want to get a couple more subjects. But all of North German and South German culture? Bro. Did I read that right? With the North German and South... Bro. B-R-O-H. That is interesting. That is fascinating. We might even want to... I guess we will actually want to reduce their autonomy again down the line, make them a puppet. Oh, this is fascinating. And then once they're a puppet, just continuously feed them. Just vassal feed them. Just keep doing it. Wow, so... We got EU4 vibes up in this bizzle. Why do you have Confederation of the Rhine? Because we wanted it. No, it formed automatically when we had both the Netherlands and Luxembourg as a subject. And now, apparently, we can click this button and they'll just annex our Bremen here. I wonder if it works with customs unions. So I'm keen on let's stop improving relations with some boys, actually. Their relation will improve naturally. Austria will recognize that we are their natural friend and ally. So we'll do this, and then... I'm going to try bankrolling Hesse-Kassel and improving relations with them as well. Confed right into HRE. Yeah, basically. The thing is, maximum Confederation, you need Austria Metropole and Prussia, apparently. The Confederation of the Rhine looks very strong. Yeah. Bruh. Or bro. Sorry, not bruh. You guys did not vote bruh. You voted bro. Baro. Not Baroque. That's different. I guess we maybe don't need all these in the near future. Man, turmoil is just such a kicker to us right now. The turmoil's like really slowing down the economy. This is the lowest construction I think I've ever had with such a like strong starting nation at this like kind of date. We're struggling here. It's struggle bus time. Okay, so I guess we just want to grab a bunch of... Actually, no, we want to test. If they're in the customs union, will this work? And if it does work, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Baruch says Antoine. Baruch, indeed. But we'll try and get... Actually, Heze Casal might be a little bit too hard to get in the customs union. Maybe we will try for someone else. Oh, they're in the British market. Let's try doing stuff with Hamburg. This UI being like this is so nice now. Look how smooth this is. Baro. Alright. Wonder how much their GDP went up. Oh, it didn't. RIP. Terrible GDP, terrible life. Nothing could imply. No! Nothing's making money, though. Why is nothing making money? Oh, did they hit the other bug? No, it doesn't look like it. Weird. I guess we could import groceries and tools from them or something. Or we can't because it's not a big enough, you don't have enough sellers, my guy. We're doing like infinite trade with you. We want a trade agreement. Okay. Hamburg. We can get a trade agreement with them once we get good enough relations. So I guess we're gonna actually stop bankrolling or stop improving relations with them. Instead go after Hamburg here. And start bankrolling them. Arrest him. Hey Jan, how's it going? Antoine says, love your content. Thank you. Haven't looked that much at this version of the beta. Yeah, with the bugginess, I think that leaving it be for now is probably best. Military is more functional, but the big problem is the recruitment bug and migration bug. Hamburgian. IRC, person from Hamburger is a hamburger, but I digress. Can't tell if memeing or not. So uncultured. Doesn't know if hamburger means what exactly. Lately, can I ask you if in 1.5 you can declare wars when you get some random one-state revolts? No, you cannot. So Luxembourg formed the Confederation because of the North German... Oh, that makes sense. Because Luxembourg has North German culture. That will make subjugating... Well, actually, does it have to be Luxembourg? I guess it could be just any single... You could just do this with any one of these North German things and just kind of like cockblock Prussia, as it were, from forming the thing. But it's going to be... It will actually be insanely strong if it just requires a customs union, which I'm actually keen on testing. So that's kind of what we're working towards now. We can offer support in North Germany. But we can also get... Oh, we can also get subjects this way, too. I forgot. Prussia beat us to it. Sag. In Germany, you say hamburger, but you pronounce the A differently. Not me being for real, like a person from Frankfurt is a Frankfurter just with hamburger. Hamburger. Or it's like Hamburg versus Hamburg or something. The pronunciation's differently. Oh my god, our eco is so scuffed as a result of this employment thing. God, I hate that event so much. That event's the worst. But this is just fascinating here. So we're just going to get the fattest United Netherlands. Confederation of the Rhine and United Netherlands being at the same patch is absolutely insane. Oh my god. I have this meme run idea, and the meme run idea probably has to include doing this now, and it's actually going to make it so much more of a headache to actually implement. It's going to be so much harder to implement. Holy shit, I think. Oh my god. The run's going to be, like, impossible. I guess we'll ask for an obligation from Saxony, because, like... This will also put us on the same side of the war as Prussia, which is funny, because then now they like us. And we're just going to take our obligation and run with it. Damn, it kind of sucks that when you're playing the UK and you get 3 to 4 wars versus one random state, it blocks you from expanding. Yeah, not a huge fan of that. That's one of the things that... So 1.5, it was kind of talking about this on their Discord earlier. 1.5, oh, I guess we're about to rev. Yikes. 1.5 included a lot of things that were, like, good. Namely, fronts just, like, don't split now. Or they're very consistent on not splitting. And so this is a really good thing. But one of the things that I wanted them to include was multiple wars, and that's not something that got included. Big Sag. Oh, we didn't get an obligation. Oh well. Oh, that's Radical Saxony. So it's Saxony. It's also big pro Lubeck, I guess. And Mecklenburg. Maybe? I'm super keen on knowing if we get them in the customs union, can we do this? If so, this is gonna break, like, I mean, this is gonna be what you do every single run, right? You just get a North German minor, and then you just expand your customs union, and you get to form this huge chunk. In terms of, like, what the meta looks like. I know this frigate is from Italy, but we're just gonna send it to the other fleet. Oh, actually, no. We're not going to do that. This is going to be... We're going to be able to recruit more guys. Now, why don't we recruit and then fire this guy? And churn through... Oh, no, wait. We don't want to churn yet, but we do want to fire him. Oh, we can't because he's insurrectionary. Rip the dream. Rip the dream. They are as insurrectionary as you get. Lisbonian. Alright, so we'll take this one. Hopefully we, in the next tick, get migration controls. You like more politics and diplomacy? Really hoping to see that in Spheres. More foreign investments. I think that will be included in Spheres. They mentioned that this is like something they've been working on for a while now, so. Oh my god. Our GDP is so ungodly sticky. Alright, so now we can fire your ass. Because you're not insurrectionary. Or we gotta wait a week. Perfect. I'm pretty sure they are insurrectionary. They just haven't decided to what they want to agitate for yet. We would love free trade. God, we have to get off of agrarianism. Now this only radicalizes the landowners now. We do have a little bit of a movement here for workers' rights. Or we did. Not that much support though. So I think we're gonna try and go laissez-faire. Which of course will trigger the... Hopefully it just triggers them, and not the trade unionists too. Can we put the trade unionists in government? Not really. We could do this. And with the trade unionists in government, they will not force leave. So maybe we... Oh no, wait, but then we can't pass the law. Herpa derpa. Now we just created more radicalism from nothing. The truth hurts. Lisboeta? Lisbonian sounds really off. Yeah. So the thing is if we do want to expand in the region, most definitely, if we can get them that way, and we don't if we can't. So I'm not sure what the strategy is. I guess we have a decent amount of infamy still. Let's see who we can maybe reduce autonomy on. Can't do it on Oman, Congo, the other ones, really. Guatemala. Okay. Guatemala, Benin, Sulu. Guatemalan, Benin. They will not accept. Excuse you. Why do you not accept? We're so much bigger than you. I mean, I also kind of don't want to run my troops into the ground over that. So I guess we'll let them be. We'll leave them be for now. So we have a huge amount of trade with these guys, right? Or no, it's the hamburgers. It's gonna be a while since we have good enough relations to pull them in, though. Which is unfortunate. If we continue to expand in the area, it'll be even longer. So maybe we just work Italy for a little bit. Lucca's small. We'll save and have a little bit of a go at Lucca then. I think we'll just protectorate them, get some decay on. Did you do the Luxembourg achievement? I did, but it was several patches ago. I don't know if it. I don't know how hard it is now. They might just accept. No. What are the Confederation primary cultures? Can you eat them from any nation any formation button? Well, this one's primary culture is Dutch. So that's kind of weird, right? Maybe they have to be Dutch. In which case, like, going after the Netherlands will be super meta. Right? Just, it's very infamy efficient. I'm shocked that we haven't seen a Rev brew yet. There we go. This one will cause a problem. Okay. The landowners need to be made happy. They have to imagine themselves happy. That is unfortunate. I actually don't think... I mean, we could almost certainly get assistance in this revolution, and maybe we just need to go through another Rev cycle. Are you still protective, Mummy? You are. Are you still protective of us, Mummy? Now we actually can roll a humanist. So we'll try on the Italian army. Not like this, instant into authoritarian. We will hire and then fire the pacifist. We do not want the pacifist to block our guy. Oh, if we knew we were gonna rev, we should have retired all of the landowner guys. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Now we can't because they're insurrectionary. But if we knew they were going to rev anyways. Why don't we take a load? This is not a play pattern I've done too much, and I think I just want to reinforce that it's a strong one. Like, if you know someone's insurrectionary anyways, and you know you want to do a ton of general rolling, which we do, then we're going to do this to get rid of a bunch of them. And it's not like our economy's going anywhere. Our economy is standing still, just completely still. But here we will be able to, you know, retire a bunch, and then we can roll a bunch. And the reason we want to be able to roll a bunch is because we want to be able to find ourselves a humanitarian, which I always say humanist, and it's not humanist, it's humanitarian. All these guys are also going to rev. And this will also eat their clout, so it makes it harder for them to rev. And maybe we can actually dodge a rev. And we will also churn through some guys as well here now. So this is a free churn for us. We're just looking for that humanist. We know we don't want to pacifist, so we're going to retire, but we do not want to annihilate the Intelligentsia clout, but we don't care about annihilating these guys' clout. We don't care about having a lot of those guys. Again, don't care about annihilating these guys' clout. Our kingdom for a Intelligentsia boyo. We're going to recruit this Republican and just leave him there. And we will try and remember that we have that. And we get a free churn here. So we're just going to churn through more guys. We don't care about having industrialists. We're kind of okay with that. Get another free churn. Really just looking for that humanitarian, which can roll on Intelligentsia or trade unionists, which is why we're making sure... I don't want to fire another Intelligentsia guy, so we're kind of stuck there. Alright, but here, we can recruit and retire all these guys. Where is our humanitarian? Okay, so now we actually have to recruit. We don't want to retire a bunch of those guys. Kind of okay with them having clout. They're a pacifist. Don't like that. Did we get our humanitarian? No, market liberal. No. Alright. So that's it for now. You vassal feed Dutch Belgium and your vassal feed Luxembourg, all of Germany, core Austria. Yeah, I think you have to make sure you want to puppet them first as well. You need women's rights, which you don't have. No, I have it. We have it. Oh my god. We didn't have... Yeah. Nope, we didn't have it. Because we loaded the autosave. Jesus. We were working on it. What is... One must imagine Sisyphus as a chat telling the streamer is missing. Yep. Can we get some bras in chat? Pour one out for the chatters. Trying to prevent generalists from making general mistakes. I think we will still fire down, but we just can't... we know we can't roll the feminist, but we still do want to fire all of the landowner boyos. And so we will get a lot, we will get a good amount of rolls once we do eventually get that. Apologies to chat. One must imagine Sisyphus. You know, I just get very involved in what I'm doing, right? And then I don't want to look at chat, and then horrible things happen. To be fair, though, you guys are also, like, trying to watch me play, right? So there's a thing. Yeah, we have to wait until 14 days. As soon as we get that tech, if the rev hasn't popped yet, then that'll be really good for us to do. Do you have an economics degree? You are very knowledgeable. You have an econ undergraduate. I do not have an econ degree. I have. I'm only a calculus degree or a calculus class away from having an economics associate's degree. But my mom has a PhD in economics, and I talk about economics with her. Okay, so now we can roll it. We have the technology. I feel like we might need to wait for Monday. We're going to wait for next Monday. Hope the rev doesn't pop. If it does, we're going to load. Have you tried the extended top bar mod? You know, there's a... Maybe I should take a look at a whole bunch of UI mods. But normally, like, I've pulled this in the past, and maybe I just need to re-pull it. But people seem in general they prefer me not to run mods. Okay, so we get that. So we're gonna try and roll without that. It seems to be the case that they generally prefer me playing without mods, and the problem with the UI mods is they're very visually a mod. And so it becomes very obvious you're playing a mod, and so I don't want someone to click a video, take a look at the UI, and say, oh, he's not playing vanilla, and then click away. This is like my fear. We're going to try and churn through. So we get a free churn on this guy. And so now we can roll what we want. We will get rid of this guy. A free churn? A free churn. I wish it was in the same location every time. It's like right side, left side. That's okay. Middle. Ooh, feminist. Nice. He's also very popular with the ladies. Alright. We will be humanitarian. Let's go, baby. Oh, let's actually just do it this way. Because we want them to have more clout anyways. Hallelujah. You got the hedonist as well? How about you? Are you a feminist? No. You're a feminist. Maybe we'll keep this guy around just because he's a feminist. Yeah, sure. I don't think we have our exile yet, so we'll just churn through these guys while we can. Okay. I think we're set there. We We will churn through these guys. I think we're gonna run out of slots for these. I'll take the Nihilist, I guess. We'll churn this guy. We will churn... Ooh, this guy's a feminist too. I think we'll churn him. He's not as popular as the other feminists. Alright. So, now... This guy has a popularity of plus 10. And is a humanitarian. So in theory, if we exile... this gentleman... in 18 months... we will be able to get our humanitarian boyo in. To get our boyo in. You're doing management stuff, and as a major, you have 10-0 on eco stuff, and I passed with flying grades on both my econ classes. You 10-0 on econ stuff, and I passed with flying grades on both. I'm not sure what saying at 10-0 means. That's fair, I've done that when looking for guides. I think if a patch is getting stale, it's pretty safe to try them, though. I wonder if the Confederation primary culture is Dutch because it's your primary, or does it take from the nation that formed it? I don't know. So I think that then also, though, that the Netherlands formed it. Maybe it has to be in this, like, the Rhineland to start. So maybe it has to be from the Rhine to start off with. But then once you have it, which notably the only coastal places with the Rhine are Netherlands and Belgium. But once you have it, then maybe it incorporates all of North and South German cultures, which is interesting. Also, it explains why it didn't incorporate Belgium, which is Flemish Wallonian and is not, yeah. But now we will get ourselves a Rev brewing. Said we'll get ourselves a Rev brewing on the Monday. What? Is it just random when it pops? I guess. Well, they won't have time to rev at this rate. Yeah, 137. They are real mad. They're madder than before. They're really mad. Really, really mad. We don't want the trade unionists throwing in with them, but they might. We do want to try and get to undo our wrongs as well. Bro, this is like so interesting. Like the fact that vassal feeding is like U4 vibes. Our construction is so slow because we have construction malices everywhere. We have the construction malice from turmoil, and then we also have this construction malice. Oh, it just hurts. Everything's taking 1 million construction. We're just like building virtually nothing. But I guess it doesn't matter too much because they don't employ anyways, so we'll send old MacDonald and his army over. Old MacDonald had an army. So we're getting decent relation here with Hesse-Kassel. Unfortunately, pulling them in the customs union is a bit weird because we can't formulate the trade with them, but hopefully we get lucky ticks on laissez-faire and don't even have to rev. Although these I guess we're probably going to need to rev, but it's very, very critical now. Big yikes. Wow, just luck sack all the rolls. I forgot 10-0 is a Portuguese expression. It basically means overwhelmingly better than me. Oh, that's an interesting one. I guess it's a sports thing with the 10-0 as in score. Did he form the United Netherlands? I already did, but then we figured out we could vassal feed our subject before forming it, and so then we shouldn't do it. And so we reloaded. But like, Victoria 3 economics is not IRL economics, so there's like a lot of things that don't like translate at all. Also, you being studious is probably, and probably playing the game less is probably more cause than anything. Heavy-handedness. Bro, can we get some multiculturalism in this bizzle? I don't want to click the button, but I think we have to. Oh, well, we're definitely clicking this button, but this is the button. Shortage. Should instantly start losing money. Now we're gonna have way more transportation, right? So we should be able to turn on some of these that we didn't have before. I guess maybe we were, yeah, so we should be able to do this. Wow, really? That causes a shortage? Alright. It'll only be a century until that place can employ back up again. No worries. I like knew it was gonna happen too, I just didn't want it to be true. But of course the railway can't employ up. Truth hurts. Or is it employing up? Bro, I can't even with these bug. Like sometimes it seems like wildly inappropriate and sometimes it just like you just like, if you look at, it's like the opposite of watching a water boil. If you like look at it, it's employing up, but then also like you have a subsidized building that's not fully employed when you look at it, so you know there's a problem. Like we know there's a problem here. But then like when we look at it, it's like, oh, the problem's going away. Confederation of the Rhine really only seems useful as a way to reduce diploplay time of annexing small German miners, lower infamy. Wait, yeah. It lowers infamy. Play, do you know if they have to be a dominion or, sorry, a protectorate, or if they can be in the customs union? Because if they only have to be in the customs union, this is a very, very, very significant. Yeah, that throughput bonus is not like IRL at all. She got Confederation on my Rhine time, man. Damn, I have to read that message again when the heart's not blocking it. Because obviously trying to do a play on words, but the like UI is like no good on Facebook. Or I mean not Facebook, YouTube. Do we just get this? Bink, just tick tick tick. Alright. We have gotten, every single time we have rolled it, and we got the loud car outside. So what's the odds? I know it says 39%, but really, what do people think? Are we just gonna bink, bink, bink 3 in a row? Are we gonna 3 in a row, the laissez-faire? Are we gonna get lucky? Or are we going to not get lucky in red? Should confederate on my Rhine till I German? We're gonna get lucky, chat says. It's like 1 vote. Lucky, we called it. So, what will it be? Yeah, I mean, if it's just a customs union, it's gonna be obscene. I don't think it's gonna be just a customs union. But like, you don't have to eat the infamy multiple times, and the protectorating infamy is way less than the annexing infamy. So like, it ends up being a lot. Let's see, baby. How are we gonna? Oh, we didn't. Okay. So this means we probably rev now. Damn, the truth hurts. Luck was not a lady tonight. I guess we should have used our one time. Rookie mistake. Old MacDonald had an army. We're gonna put the Old MacDonald army in the Italian HQ. And then we're gonna enforce, I think, here. Almost just sent a white peace deal there. Alright. Alright, we gotta see what the time on our truce is as well with this guy. 23 months, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. There's no play on words here, Generalist. The world is sickness and entropy is the cure. That's fair. I can respect that. I'll have more like L. Get these rolls out of here. Terrible. The truth hurts. Strict L. God, our economy is just so bad right now. We're like, our entire economy is minting and diplo pacts. Oh my god, it really is like all minting and diplo. Why? Oh my god. We have like no economy. We're gonna screenshot this. Most balanced revenue ever. Of the 252k we're pulling in, 30k is from taxes. Now I understand that we don't have high taxes, but if we kick up the taxes, it only kicks it up like 20k. This is like the purest of like just awful. We would actually get more revenue. Oh no, not quite. We almost get more revenue by decreasing government wages than we do by like increasing taxes to from lowest level to max level. This is so cursed. The thing with throughput is that you'd have to make a formula where employees amount would make a curve function in relation to variable and fixed costs, which sounds hella confusing in a world economy. Dutch East Indies, also known as Greece. Basically. We are, like, struggle messing through this one. Like, we actually can't deal with this deficit if we want to. Just kicking up the taxes entirely and doing this doesn't... Oh, yes, it barely deals with it, but, like, that would actually slow down our economy, too, by a significant enough margin that I don't think it would actually deal with it. I mean, like, our GDP is growing, but, like... Bro... This run is, like, just insanely cursed. Alright, in the hands of the state, I find solace. Looks like we're getting a... Yeah. We'll give ourselves one chance, one opportunity. I'm gonna call my one time for the stream in on this. I know we're gonna... Actually, no, I'm not calling it my one time. I take it back. I take it back. I don't mean it. I forgot we have to try and pass... we have to try and pass multiculturalism, so we want to use our one time on multiculturalism. You're greasing yourself with these austerity measures. The truth hurts. We've also, like, we have so many radicals, like, with the minimum taxes. I've never had this high radicalism with minimum taxes. Oh no, we called our one time in, we shouldn't have done it. Okay, it didn't count. Perfect. This is what we wanted. So we're gonna rev here. And we assume that Mummy helps us out. Alright, they don't get a very big one. They did get most of Old MacDonald's army, though. Which is a little bit grim. Hey, but we're making money. The economy's been fixed, everyone. No need to worry. Not like this. We actually almost certainly didn't need to recruit up that much. I think we will just put the reserve army in. Or let's put in the general army. No, actually, I think I like using the reserve armies guys more. I'm gonna put them in on this front. And maybe the UK just joins us. Oh, sway with call ally? Yeah, I think we will. Thanks. In which case, if the UK actually sends, which I think they won't, then we will... Let's move this here. Old MacDonald's army will run unopposed. Is the UK gonna send? Probably not. They're gonna delete so many construction sectors. Oh my god, they're also gonna delete everything. Fuck. Forgot they're gonna delete the unis too. We're gonna do that. Value of existing customs union. Come on. Come on. You don't actually like that customs union, do you? Oh, are you in France's? The American market for the Dutch. Or sorry, for the Danish. With so many construction analysis, wouldn't it be kind of beneficial to stop the construction a bit? Maybe. You have a bunch of radicals, but not much approval. Decrease. Did you see discrimination screenshot on the Discord? 75% of the population with zero political power. The closest we'll get to a Rhodesia run. Alright, so... in theory, we should be able to exile these guys. But these guys are real pissed, actually. So why don't we try enacting reg bodies? That should make them happy again. I mean, in theory, maybe it's fine for us. Maybe we just don't ramp the construction back up. This run is like, normally that's like the only metric I care about though. So like seeing what's going on here just hurts me on a physical level. You know. Is this the new patch? It is not. It's a public beta, which was updated, I think, last Thursday, and it is significantly buggy, so I would not necessarily recommend going on to it. So, Brogo Multicultural. I don't have... my exile cooldown, I don't have it yet. And once I do, then, yeah, we'll use that guy to go multicultural. Where's this army from? Bornean, Moluccan, alright. These guys can go... probably merge them with the reserve army. Thank God, this is actually pretty nice to get some approval on the trade unionists. Finally get rid of that malice on construction. Also, we will get rid of some radicals by doing this. Do that one. Now, Hesse Cassel, we can in theory invite to the customs union, except we can't. But Hamburg, we can get in the customs union. So we are going to be checking. Command economy would be crazy for you right now. Yeah, with the 21 million GDP, like absolute nowheresville GDP. The GDP, like the GDP, the fact that the GDP thing looks linear instead of exponential is so bad. I thought this week's patch out was for a moment. I wish. We're trying to set up in case it's still compatible. The stream's probably not going to be very long today, because, I mean, like, our economy is non-existent, but we discovered some new stuff that was pretty neat with Confederation of the Rhine, so I'm actually interested. We're going to test, like, one more thing out from that, but... please. Just had to roll an event that getting negative approval on them. Just had to do it. What happened up here? It's not gonna matter because the capital's over here, but maybe we're supposed to put the general army on the front too. But does migration work now? Nope. He has no EU funds. He has those EIC funds. This run's so bad. Alright. This run is just terrible. We've been trying to construct like the same 10 buildings for like 3 years now. Are we decaying on infamy pretty well? Yeah. Gonna need to find some infamy soon. What happened here? Why did everyone unassigned from the front? What's going on? I'm so confused. Alright, we're just gonna try and do stuff. Oh my god. It hurts. Everything hurts. I don't think we're gonna rebuild the construction that we lost here. Hopefully these guys get some of the clout. We'd really like them powerful over the trade unionists. Are they not pushing? What's going on here? I honest to God can't make sense of what's happening. But, like, this is in our favor, so I guess it doesn't matter. There's a save I got. I pray it will be compatible. Japan run where I enacted homestead as my first law in 1 to 2 years. That is some good roll in there, bud. Our PMs are all destroyed. Alright. I think we were pretty aggressive with using labor-saving PMs. Just because the employment was, like, working really improperly. That's not cool. We have the exclam forever. Okay. Oh, we just need to be on standard filing. Jesus, this run just gets worse and worse. I think we were intentionally doing sheep ranch. I think we're set. Yeah, they did delete quite a bit of construction here, and also a bunch of stuff that was in the queue is no longer in the queue, but I think we'll just stick with it. Oh my god. Please. Oh, what is this? The Laissez-Faire Company. Also nice to nuke a bunch of this radicalism from the Rev. Okay, we had a lot more sulfur in this. God, we can't do generic steel, huh? Holy shit. This run's so bad. I mean, I guess we have a lot more coal because we're using a lot more labor-saving PMs, so we'll just turn that in, and then we have to get a level 11. I don't care that it won't employ up, but we just... Or actually, is it even better? Okay, what's their overall workforce here? 700,000. And that's... Oh, why are you dying, you guys? Freaking noobs. Because your SOL is so bad? Why is it... Oh my god, we have unemployment here. No! Why do you do this? There's jobs there, so they shouldn't be unemployed. Okay, there's way less pops here, so... Yeah, but these ones also won't employ. I guess it says it's employing on all these things. Okay, so I guess we're gonna... just put down that on Transvaal. That's gonna feel so bad. That's also gonna be quite a bit of infrastructure usage, but we haven't done a ton of available. But we'll be seeing that constructed in the next 8 years or so. You managed to make Qatar kind of viable without joining a customs union in the last round? That does sound hella crazy. Massive steel and tools? Interesting. Army sometimes doesn't push when the enemy don't have a defender. Oh, that's weird. Well, I think it was... Also, there's, like, visual bug in terms of, like, occupation this time. Oh, we didn't even need anarchism because we already got our boyo. I think Steam Donkey's gonna be insane right now. So maybe we go that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like Steam Donkey. God, we make like not... Oh, actually, that's not too bad on the money. Alright, we're gonna start taxing services here. Very little money. The economy's healing, though, everyone. Hopefully we can get reg bodies through. If we can't, though, we can exile this guy. Okay, we can exile now. Alright, we're gonna take a save. Just in case we don't get the humanitarian in charge. I suppose we could wait, though. This is 84. But let's see, exile him. So we will get the humanitarian in charge. He's not as unhappy. We're not as legitimate, but we're still in the same legitimacy bracket. And I think we'll put him in, so it's a 50% chance now. And now we won't suffer penalty for not including him in Gov. It's nice and included. Get a 53 chance. Obviously, it goes through the review. I saw someone ask for a new workers' co-op ownership method for factories because independent artists now have laborers, but like, are you really having profitable arts academies on co-op? I don't know how you would do that. Do colonies collect tax now? They do if you incorporate them. That's my understanding. I think that you always collect consumption tax, though, as well. I have to double-check this. Has 3 months passed since the last time we asked about retiring a leader? It has. And obviously we just did the thing. Might be visual, sure, but not... Yeah, visual. How do you do a peaceful independence? Do you have to get high relations? We did not do a peaceful independence. We did the violence independence. The government is pretty legitimate for having industrialist intelligentsia trade unions. That's the power of technocracy, baby. You get a huge amount based on clout and having the head of state and government, and you have +2 size allowance. So, and minus 10% ideology penalty. It might be the very best for having all those three together. The problem is eventually, like, eventually it's, like, hard on the legitimacy, but, like, otherwise it's, like, pretty nice one, to be honest. Or it's hard on the legitimacy in the sense that, like, even with, like, 2 parties, it's a lot harder. But we also could do one of these. But, look, that's what the triple positivist, you know? That's not going to be necessarily a regular thing. How's literacy looking around the world? Literacy's so high, and there's... Oh, I guess we want to find someone to go after. Alright, so we wanted to find in Hamburg... about inviting them to the customs union. Does anyone know if the Confederation of the Rhine event works by having someone in your customs union? Because that would save us some time. We'll take a save before we decide what to go after. I mean, we could go after Greece. Oh, can we reduce autonomy is another question. How close? 4 months. Okay, so we'll see if Guatemala and Bremen... We'll see if Guatemala actually will accept now. Siak Eche Benin. I don't want to get embroiled in a war, so we're just going to leave them alone. Might accept. Merge this with the reserve army. I think Pontiac has gold, right? Yeah, it does. So we'll go after them. And we, of course, could save scum that, which is kind of a little wild to me. How big are they? We don't want to use more force than really necessary. I guess we'll use the Italian army. Which is kind of just the very minimum amount of force. They don't collect consumption? Interesting. Always showing violence. Yeah, I've never seen a way you can get out from being a subject diplomatically, even if you're way stronger. How do you have so many positivists, though? Magic. Did you invite them? It's not that likely to spawn. It might have been our super curse laws really increasing it, because remember we had closed borders, slavery, and, like, a bunch of other stuff. Customs Union won't count for the Confederation of the Rhine? Okay. So then we will stop this nonsense. Are you sure? If you're sure, we're going to stop bankrolling. Or I assume you're sure. Otherwise, I think you're not one to say I'm not sure. So we'll stop bankrolling these boys. And I guess we'll be going after maybe Hanover next. But we're going to wait until we can reduce the autonomy, make them a puppet in the Confed, and then do it. Hello Ace, and greetings from Franconia. Tonight everyone was waiting on hiring a migration patch bug, but I guess this is like drugs. Did I read correctly that you had a run where you went to enslave people for more pops? Lamau? Yeah, no, that's this one. That's this run. We got rid of the slavery with the anticipation of... Because we got rid of slavery, and the reason we did it is because we wanted to go... We knew that we were kind of getting close to the point where we could go multiculturalism, and we wanted to go multiculturalism because the discrimination is just horribly bad in the Dutch East Indies in terms of, like, it hurts a lot. So we wanted to get on to that point, and so we got rid of it. But yeah, we did use it to gain a lot of pops. And so now you notice, also kind of amusingly, this is a way that you can seed pops with, like, different, you can seed them with, what is it called, cultural communities. So we have the, like, fluvial Bantu off the back of slavery, and we have, like, a bunch of these cultural communities for slavery, so which are going to help with migration. World conquests on 1.5 are going to be extremely painful. The only thing that increases positive waste directly is having a constitutional monarchy and angry IGs. We had that at the very start, because we don't start with, oh wait, constitutional monarchy. We switched to being a monarchy, so yeah. Would love for that. Him to get more clout and more popular. Popular. Just want to be popular. We probably shouldn't be floating this anymore. Yeah, we shouldn't be floating it. Just thinking what we want to spend it on. Because it's really good for floating it when you're above 70, when you're above 90%, but it's not that good otherwise. I guess we have a decent amount of resource industries. These are pretty well employed. Yikes. I guess we'll come off of that. It's not pretty well employed anymore. Not like this, chat. Chat, not like this. Oh, dude, why are you still have negative? Why do you have so much mortality? God damn it. I guess maybe encourage... I think we're already encouraging the resource industries here, where we have all these gold mines, which is insane. And we can encourage them here too. Alright, let's do this. And then, I mean, we also have gold mines here, don't we? Really on a mission to just make money through nothing but minting, aren't we? How much are we making from minting now? Look at this. The most balanced economy in the history of economies. Just a businessman doing business. Our income is nearly 300k. 250 of that, roughly speaking, I guess 240 of that is minting and Diplo packs. Just a businessman doing business. Here. But we are trying to get the run set up for an eventual transition to hopefully the save file is still working after the hotfix. And so if it's still, we will hopefully be able to form the HRE. Like, I'm trying to give us as good a chance of being able to do that. It really sucks, like, how depressed the economy is right now, because I don't even know, like, what number would be, like, reasonable right now, but I'm pretty sure, like, over 500 million or something, like, or maybe it's not that high with the Dutch East Indies, but like with a GP that would be a reasonable like amount. 30 years in? No, 40 years in. I mean, we played with France and we got France to like 800 million 40 years in. So yeah, this is not I think we do have to make sure there's generals in there. There are. We also probably want to try and juice up the... Holy clout, man. Holy clout, Batman. They have a lot of clout. I forgot to upgrade the police force. Oh my god, you're right. This run is just the worst run ever. Truly, there's never been a worse run. We've been trying to construct these, and like our queue hasn't cleared in forever. Just absolute molasses. We're gonna kick the government eminence to the front. New meta slavery is actually useful now. How do the devs take it? With great suspicion, I think. It's free money, not like this. The closest we'll get to a Rhodesia run. I think we will make sure that we are on the medical support with most of the armies. Which will help out quite a lot, considering the one thing that's like really obnoxious is the fact that we cannot recruit up an army. Kind of want to expand construction, kind of recognize that it will be useless. Ooh, cheapest in Sardinia, and then... Oh, but we have no labor available there. We'll just add a couple. That'll be fine. There's 2 construction sectors that'll bring us up. Oh, our construction sectors aren't employed fully. I just saw it tick up without a building being finished. We also want to get onto steel frame buildings, so maybe the way is actually going to be moving on to steel frame buildings instead of like yeah. I thought we had stuff in Transvaal. Well, we'll put another one at the back of the queue. So we got a couple in the back of the queue. We'll be getting over 200 construction soon. 40 years in the game. Not like this. I guess we could go after Landfang too. Nearly 50% throughput on the gold mines. God, this is so cursed. Now we are getting 250k from minting and Diplo packs. After dusting that out. This is horrible. Alright, we're gonna save scum this. Dirty generalist with his dirty tricks. I still think higher pops from discriminated cultures should be able to be assimilated. It makes historical sense. I agree. Unless your discrimination is, like, racially bound. Is the game playable with the migration bug? I would use the word playable very loosely. I would say no. Also the employment bug. Like, if it was just one of the bugs, if it was either of the bugs, like... No. To answer your question, I think the answer is a no. Hello, Java. How's it going? We're probably going to go for, like, another half hour-ish. Let's see if we can... They accept demands, so now we can feed them to our heart's content. So... And we will also have a front with Hanover. So we can make them a protectorate here. And Prussia's already involved in a war, so maybe they just leave us alone for now. I guess it's a good thing we saved. We will move the General Army to that HQ. Well, I guess we'll move the General Army to that HQ. Alright, maybe now is time to... Do any of these guys have defensive? Alright, let's separate off a, like, 10 stack for defending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so that's like a 10 stack. Defense squad. You have a defensive strategist? Perfect. And we're also going to promote you up a whole bunch. Oh, I didn't select your mobilization option. Perfect, you have the good ones. Alright, sounds good. Move them there as well. It's unfortunate we can't station in this HQ. That's really what we want to be able to do. I don't know why we can't do that. Don't like seeing that the UK is on the verge of siding against us. What's going on, my guy? You're genial. Of course you want to side against us. Are military wages very high? Yes, they are. We kind of just leave them on very high. Yeah, I felt pretty bad when I was playing. Need a hotfix. Before the bug, I was loving the beta. Yep. It's like the other problems you used to be able to fix just by. I'm not sure we like this. I mean, I guess we'll see what's the UK, what are they doing? They've like full mobilized? Yeah. Or well, they're mobilized for another war, but yeah. So this may be not doable. Simply actually because we're adjacent to them, which is kind of ironic. The bug was depressing your Ching run to 240 million GDP by 861 and had a lot of issues trying to pull pops out of states. Hello, what bug? Oh, I must have it not on top chat. Let's take a look. Live chat, because I didn't see Santiago's message before. Oh, you're just saying hi for the first time? Yeah, so the bug is that places do not employ up at all, like, properly. And it's especially annoying, you know, in places like railroads, where you kind of need that to be the case. You know, kind of game-breaking. This one is finally fully employed, but they will be not employed in some places, and so this causes problems. Like, this is not fully employed, but every time we take a look, it's acting as if it's going to be fully employed in just a moment. And the secondary bug is the migration bug. Migration categorically does not work right now. Okay, so we can't go after Hanover. Big sad. But why don't we go after one of these smaller guys? Like Mecklenburg. Protectorate them, maybe? And add, like, war reparations. And try and do some of that action. Okay, yep, our stuff's already in the queue, so we're good to go. Prussia sides with Mecklenburg. That's a little bit annoying, because they actually share a front. Does this mean we can't do this? Transfer subjects is amusing, because we'll eventually annex them anyway. I think since Mecklenburg is adjacent, this is also not doable. Which is a bit unfortunate. Just can't catch a war. Huh? I mean, I guess it makes sense that they would not be so keen on this. Yeah, let's try it out and see if this war is winnable. I don't think it is, but it'll give us a chance to kind of mess with the beta a little bit. I mean, we can put war goals in on them now. Who can we sway? We can sway... We could transfer Belgium as a subject. That's cute. For France. Bro, what would happen if we transferred Belgium and then formed... It would probably brick the thing. If we transfer Belgium and then before the war breaks out, we just form the United Netherlands. Wonder if they would still help us. They obviously should not, but... God, Prussia's army is, like, not even that big, though. No, I think we... Oh, this is probably unwinnable, huh? Unless we can just land Mecklenburg for free, basically, is kind of the only thing. I guess we'll see if we can do it. And then if we can't, we'll slink off into our save file. Currently doing an Iberia run where he managed to colonize most of Central Africa. Very nice. I do always like pushing for kind of the internal stuff. But we get reg bodies. And so now it's time. Ooh, yikes. How to make the run more cursed. Confederation of the Rhine colonizing Timbuktu. Oh, they cut us off. Nice. So, kind of last chance to put anything in on Prussia. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, we'll see, I guess, if they defend the coast of these guys or not. Württemberg. Where's Württemberg at? Also curious, these guys are a puppet, but they don't own... Oh, they're just a dominion? Bro, I thought we decreased their autonomy. Did we forget? Okay, we're gonna load because we forgot to reduce their autonomy then. Bro. Is that a bug? That happened to me in the Spain run where motor industries won't employ. Yeah, it's a bug. They just, like, don't employ. It's like, it also happens with construction sectors, which is, like, a bit of a problem, you know? And yeah, for the first time in the stream, loved the content, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a hello, greetings hello, or a hello, you're not listening to me hello. Alright, so we know they accept. Well, you know, we could just do this, and then Prussia is not allowed to side with us anyway, and then we go take Mecklenburg. A little bit of some dirty cheese. Prussia can't side with us anyways. Side against us anyways, so... And now they are our puppet, which is going to be better for when we feed them. This run has actually just been... Yeah, this stuff's been very interesting. Alright, let's see. We want... Oh my god, we want to be able to declare new interests and more interests so bad, but we can't. Because we can't build boats, but we've had the boats been trying to be built for years, like decades. But yeah, so currently in the run, the employment is really causing us to be categorically, like, unable to employ, like, troops, basically, is kind of, like, the biggest one. So, like, we actually cannot build an army, just, like, full stop. So we've been needing to do stuff with, like, zero army, which I guess presents some sort of interesting challenges, but, yeah. Can't side against us, can you? Nah. I guess improve relations a little bit while we can here. They're conciliatory. We do get this, and it's time to go Multiculturalism. We're going to use our one time, so we're going to get this pretty easily, having used our one time. And we get our bonuses from these boyos here, giving us in manufacturing industries throughput and workforce ratio. Big nice. Yeah, maybe we will actually... Oh my god, we can go with technocracy. It's easier to go command economy, no? We can go technocracy into command economy, which is going to be so much better with our really booty GDP. This might be the way. Jesus. This might be the last straw for my sanity, though. Going command economy being good. Alright, where's central planning at? We also can't build a level 51 or 31 uni. Maybe we want shift work after this, though. They're offering us help with Mecklenburg. I think we're alright, my guys. We'll just land with the general army. Migration doesn't work, and it's very hard to pull pops out of sub-farms. So yeah, the solution... Alright, so Mecklenburg backs down, and so now... It's time to expand the Confederation. We're gonna save, just in case weird stuff happens, but my understanding is expanding the Confederation will annex both Mecklenburg and Bremen into the Confederation of the Rhine, so we can just vassal feed them. And it does. Confederation of the Rhine, Confederation of the Rhine. And so we could do that every 3 years. Bro. And they're our puppet, so... And they're, not only are they our puppet, but we're going to get them automatically. Because eventually we are going to just, you know, form the United Netherlands. So we're going to spend 0 infamy annexing these boys. Bro. This is so fascinating. I mean, I guess we want to just continue going after guys, but Hanover's really the prize. But when we tried to go to Hanover, UK Mummy said no. Mummy said that's not allowed. I think this journal entry requires that the North German Fed or completes if they're not above major power. I don't even know what that means. We can't possibly prepare for that kind of scope of war, though, without being able to recruit troops, which we cannot do. God, this is so cursed. 250,000, most balanced economy ever. I suppose we can solve the Schleswig-Holstein problem for the North German Fed. I don't think we want to. I think what we really want to do is get Hanover and Hesse-Kassel. So maybe we just chill out for now. Just wish that our fleet would finally recruit up and cry that it won't. Probably produce more glass, TBH. Where do we have our lead? We have lead here? Okay. The buildings... Having zero migration is also just a huge pain. I guess we want to also kind of ahead of time proactively... Alright, let's try and force these guys to get homesteading. This might go horribly wrong, but... I mean, their support is medium. Their radicalism is not that high. I wish we knew how loyal they were. Or they're plus 10 loyal. But if they get on to homesteading... So the idea is... Oh god, we forced them on a slave trade, I forgot. The idea is that we want them to get onto no migration controls, but in order to do that, we have to make the Industrialists some modicum of, good. So let's try and get them onto homesteading. Now they're placated and trying to pass it. Because if we got them on no migration controls, we will be able to siphon off all their pops with multiculturalism. Can you take an estate in Japan to or Qing to employ your soldiers in? No, that would not be... so one of the problems is also, it's like a layered problem. We also... Oh, they're finally employing up, I guess, actually. They're not. I guess they're employing up now. No! Bordian pops entirely? I think we'll take the Dutch guys. Alright, we get a bad tick on multiculturalism after using our one time. I feel swindled. We are now going to increase a couple institutions. Even though we only have enough bureaucracy for one. Turtle's all the way down here. I think we will be probably concluding the stream in about 10 minutes. Just a little 2.5 hour stream. Legislative failure. I'm really hoping to get multiculturalism before then. I think that'll be the feather in the cap here. Just very interesting to find out this Confederation business, which is allowing us to really get this stuff for a lot less infamy than we should be able to. And I had no idea how we were gonna try and possibly annex, you know, all of Central Europe, but this will actually give us an enormous portion of it by going after these guys. I suppose we maybe want to go after like something like Lubeck now. Actually. They like us too much. How about Hamburg? Also likes us too much. Damn. So we will have to go after Hanover next. Oh, but we can't start a war because we're at war. Yeah, okay. I see. I understand. We'll just stick in it. We will demobilize this guy, though. Also, we do not have a means by which to beat up Qing. Basically not having an army or a landing squad, unfortunately. We can take a look at the generals a little bit. So we did have ideas of a defensive army. They're the D squad. There we go. I wish we had an interest. Wish we had more interests. Can't recruit these guys up. minus enactment time? I think we'll go for that. Time is of the essence. Unfortunately, we are now contested a little bit here. Alright, so we're gonna have a little bit of a save here. I'm pretty sure if we become Indonesia, we lose the primary culture. So now we're just gonna have another bout of radicalism. Because we want to be able to form... The whole point of the run is to form, of course... We need to maintain Dutch as our primary culture to be able to form Central Europe. But we will just double check and see if this maintains Dutch. I don't think it does. I think we just become Indonesia here. And then once we are Indonesia... we do not have proper cultures in terms of... being able to form... Actually, let's just double check that we can't form it. Yeah, we can no longer form the United Netherlands or the such, or the like. So, unfortunately, we will be eating another plus 20% radicalism everywhere event, which is, you know, not my favorite event as things go. As far as events go, it's a very unfun event. So... 20% of the radicals in East Indies become radical. Or sorry, of the pops become radical. Yep. Whee! Everyone loses. I just lose every bonus. Everyone's upset. Everyone's deeply upset now. Not like this. Please, no, make it stop. They're actually... Is this a split state that has gold? We maybe want to lean... Yeah, they do have gold. So maybe we want to annex these boyos here. They might just... Oh, they just give up the bag. Let's go, baby. I'm just gonna reset everything and then handle our kind of business here. Let's get those all unsubsidized. Yikes, that's gonna be uncomfortable in a hot second. So we should be able to watch this have a difficult time employing up. Except it's like been employing up kind of okay, I guess. Alright. We got a tech, but my brain was off when we got it, so... Okay, it's this one. Steam donkeys will be very nice. I don't think we have a lot of engines, so we're probably gonna have to turn it on piecemeal. I'm gonna put this on auto expand. But it will be nice having the second level of police force. Law enforcement, at the very least. God, this run is so cursed. We're having some struggle bus times. And we are trying to get to the point where we can maybe slot in the steel company for the 10% construction bonus, which will be very helpful through the turmoil that we're experiencing from radicalism. Currently making quite a bit of money, but Alright, I think we have to use that. I'm gonna just add some construction sectors. I think we do kind of want to mainly, as our heuristic, be swapping over to steel, though. Sardinia, I think we will actually eventually produce steel there, so that seems like a reasonable place to go for. Man, I didn't realize Sardinia had full mapping. What the hell? When did this happen? Is this new? Bro, how did I miss this? We have a full rainbow in Sardinia. This is like important for Carthage reasons, for the Carthage lore. I think we'll let the relation come up a little bit before trying to pick apart more pieces. UK is not having a good time, wherever that war was started in. Really keen on seeing if we can transfer Lindy here as well. Okay, let's up the speed a little bit. Causing tax waste too. Actually, that's probably a big portion of why we are actually making no money from taxes. Or a decent chunk of why. We could improve fertilizers. That'll be nice for SOL though. Getting cheaper grain. We are on, well, let's get on focused hardwood production here. And then put this on auto expand. It does have population problems, man. Migration's just rough. Or lack thereof. I think we can maybe reduce autonomy. They don't accept. Let's see. Check Guatemala, Oman. EIC definitely won't accept. Guatemala, Oman. Sulu, Benin. I guess we could start annexing these boys. They have a lot of buildings. I don't think there's even enough pops to employ in those places, though. And maybe we want to think about expanding the Confederation here. I mean, the UK's busy. Prussia maybe won't interfere with us. Let's check our infamy. 14. So we'll be close to 30 if we try and protect her with these guys. I mean, we could just see how it goes. We could just save and see. I mean, obviously we could take just them. Surely conciliatory Prussia will not care that we intervene in their sphere of influence. They'll care. They'll definitely care. We should probably just declare war elsewhere. Look at our GDP though. It's almost starting to look like a real line that isn't just like very linear. linear line is indicative that we are not having accelerated growth, even though I think it actually kind of like looks visually more impressive than a line that's like flat and then up. The line that's flat and up is definitely what you want. Now, why can't I put those guys over there? It's kind of annoying. I want to just put them in the HQ, but not assign them to a front. Actually, we're going to put the D squad here. I'm going to put the General Army. Move into the Italian HQ here. We can sway Prussia. Sway the USA. Oh, do we still have California? No, we don't have California. Did we ever have California? What state does the USA want? Sunda Islands? East Java, Central Java? Yeah, I don't think so. Great Britain, but you were getting clapped. You're still getting clapped. What is this? Brazil? God, I wish we could actually just recruit, like, an army. Maybe we can. I mean, it wasn't working before. Obviously, those guys will take forever to recruit and won't be available for this fight, but... sides with Hanover. What is this? This is literally the biggest I've ever seen, and they just get swayed with bankrolls, but the bankrolls are like, the schnozberries don't taste like schnozberries. I mean, they'll run out of money basically instantly. The reserve army we're going to mobilize and just have them on defense. I think we're going to send these armies into the reserve armies. Guys in South Africa. Boer in English. I think we don't want these units. I mean, we have an abundance of... They want the certain thing. Prussia sides with Hanover too. Come on. Bro, what is this? I've never seen so much siding. They side for free. Amazing, says Palea. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Just in a completely unfightable war, on top of us not being able to actually recruit troops properly. It took us 40 years to recruit it, like what we have. Spectacular. Maybe we just load it and call it a day. Or maybe we just call it a day. I mean, GDP is kind of popping off, low key. The shape's starting to get all right again. So this is actually pretty neat. But yeah, I think we just. Well, to be fair, we're also annexing guys and stuff. So maybe it's just we've annexed a bunch of people. We just need to continue that trend. Yeah, but there's no way that this is remotely winnable. But this is also insane, the bankrolls, where they're just gonna... Like, it should just be the UK and Prussia, which, to be fair, we couldn't fight that either, but the Brazil and Qing ones are nonsense. Transfer Hanover and Brunswick isn't that bad. That's a shameless save scum in my plays. Yeah, basically. Well, I mean, like, we would also be more than happy to rumble if we could actually employ up an army. We've just had to... Everyone's realized you're the bad guy, basically. To be fair, we also went over 25 infamy, so, yeah. Which is not normally something we do. I was hoping that the UK, while being, like, half occupied, wouldn't join against us, but that was incorrect evaluation. And they just finished their war, so I guess it doesn't matter anyways, but, like, that's probably... Yeah, the AI should be a little bit less aggressive about doing that, I think. Because, like, in theory, like, if you join another war, like, then whoever you're fighting should be, like, more willing to stay in on their war. So maybe we'll, save... Well, like, also, we're hitting at an inflection point where we are starting to want to rumble. And, you know, we do want to get migration, like we're enacting multiculturalism right now, and I think that the next leg of the run would be greatly improved if we could actually employ up buildings, so we could build a military. And if we had migration, because we are going multiculturalism. Not that we have a huge or expansive customs union, but maybe we'll actually just play a little bit longer and try and work on the customs union and get towards multiculturalism. If we could get Qing in the customs union, that'd be fantastic, but I don't think that's remotely close to the cards, because our GDP is 38 million. Yeah. The truth hurts. Yeah, Quinine may be getting Lindy, though. Not sure how we do that. So how do we expand the customs union, then? How do we best expand the customs union to be able to siphon off pops? Oh, let's also get rid of a lot of these. I forget, like, our trade routes cost so much. We can actually go up to, like, max level law enforcement. I think we have to do this, given our current state of affairs with radicals. And then... Mexico would be nice. Probably the only couple routes we can add. This would also give us more strategic interests, or interest in strategic regions. Is Spain a major power? They are a major power. We can't go after Spain very easily. I guess Persia we want to go after at some point. I was thinking that we might be able to, like, just declare a nonsense war against Sikhs and then feed Punjab to EIC. Or, sorry, the EIC. My bad. I mean, we could open Japan's market, huh? Two Sicilies is expanding. I don't think they can form Italy with us having what we have, which is good. Playing Japan right now, Britain keeps declaring war for a treaty port before 1840. I've restarted a bunch of times now. Any way to stop this? You might be able to declare war on Australia. It'll be, as the suzerain, the UK will get the war, and they might put in, open up your market, and you just open up your market, and I think once your market's opened up, they won't want a treaty port anymore. That would be my guess of the best way to do it. But I'm not, like, certain that that's the best way. That's just, my intuition. On that. God, our market's also so screwed up right now. It's so not normal looking. I forget we have really cheap booze. Because we have so many Muslims. I think we might rival the USA. See if we can get any trade agreements. No, almost with Mexico. And let's see, two Sicilies. That's not gonna work. Let's try and do a bit more with Persia. Ours is even cheaper. We have like an insane amount of Muslims. Also gonna improve relation there. Improve there, improve there. Might help out. Minus migration attraction, who cares? Once again. Gold's been depleted in Transvaal. Oh no. Oh no. Our economy is supported entirely by gold. Like, this is our economy. We're only getting 4,500 from GDP. 90k is coming from gold. This is everything we have right now, basically. Conquer states started in South Germany. Wait, why will these guys accept... Neither of these guys accept our help. We're just going for Tyrol and Styria? What the hell, man? Prussia improving relations. Oh, we have bad relations with both of them. That's why. They gotta be above poor. Rip the dream. We can't get in here on anything. Because we're just ineligible. Korea sides with Austria, naturally. Is that for a bankroll? Oh no, it's call ally, call ally. Egypt sides with... It looks like... Okay, so now you'll give us something. War goals. Really not so keen on the war goals, so... I think we might leave you to your devices. Except now's probably a time to go for something we would expect them to intervene with. Like going Mecklenburg Stretz or whatever. I do think that's distinct because Hanover was not in their customs union. This is in their customs union, and so they're very likely to defend it. What are we supposed to do here? Could save and go for Mecklenburg Stretz. I wouldn't be shocked if they backed down, though. And just pay the war reps. I don't know why I've seen this, like, conquer Tyrol, like, war goal so much. It seems like the most insane war. We've seen this so many times, too. And I mean, they have market access, but, like, it's contingent market access. It just seems like the most insane thing ever to me. Maybe there's some historical basis for it. I guess we'll save and go for a protectorate though. This is probably going to be the last Diplo fight we do for today. As we're also trying to make some moves to expand the market. Russia sides with Austria. Just the full clap. Dude, what is with these Diplo plays though? French Empire sides with Austria. Bro, what is this? Oh, Russia was given a bankroll as well. Dude, this is so excessive. Tripolitania sides with what the hell? Austria, just everyone's jumping in Austria's. A little strange here. You get a, did you get a bankroll as well? No, you didn't. Just like almost tempted to, or actually, and we can only ask for war goals. Can't ask for transfer anything or anything else. Nope, just the war goals. I guess they're gonna go through with it. If anything, we actually should Dow Prussia right now, or should have Dowed Prussia. Just to bust them up. What's crazy is this is actually going to cost Austria an insane amount of money because after they win and they get Prussian war reparations, it won't cover all the bankrolls they have to pay. So it'll actually just be like insanely bad for Austria as well. And it'll just be good for Russia. Or they just back down. Yeah. But ours is going through. Our guys didn't even get there. It looks like it's just Ally doing the work for us. I wonder if their guys can employ it properly. Guess it doesn't matter. So we got one more subject to feed to the beast that is the Confederation of the Rhine. No historical basis. It's a state you can declare for without breaking 20 infamy. AI is avoiding that, I think. But they're going for Tyrol and Styria. Maybe they go for Tyrol because of the gold. I mean, Styria's got good mappy. It's actually got some of the better mappy for Austria. How did I not notice Styria before? I thought Boho was the best, but I guess Styria might be the best. Did they change Styria? Maybe they added a resource in there somewhere. But, yeah, Prussia's gonna get carved up here. Multiculturalism stalls. No. I think we might just try and carve up Prussia after this, actually. Just get ourselves a nice little chunk of Prussian market real estate. But, like, we could go liberate country. Liberate Rhineland or Westphalia. Actually, just go for both. Actually, how much infamy do they have? Infamous 37. Maybe we leave this here, though? I think. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna save up end of episode 3 here. But we did form and then unform the United Netherlands, which was a bit interesting. I think we're gonna form it just to show it off again. But it seems to be the case that we can just vassal feed. And this will be a unique strategy for what I'm guessing is Belgium, the Dutch East Indies only. But we can vassal feed the Confederation of the Rhine, you know, and then annex by the click of a button, and just like look at all the land we get off this. Not that. That's part of the Dutch East. Oh my God. Look. This becomes the Dutch East India Company. No shot. I didn't realize that the first time. We're gonna screenshot that. Show me the real Dutch East India Company. I said the real Dutch East India Company. So this is United Netherlands. This is the Dutch East India Company. It's so perfect. And this is the Dutch East Indies on GameStar, right? And this is the Dutch East India Company. But as you can see, we got Mecklenburg, we got these guys, we got these provinces here that we had fed to the Confederation. And so, because of that, I think that this is going to be, you know, moving forward, this is going to be really nice. Now, wait. What can we do here? Oh, we can organize the Confederation. Wait, where's Belgium other than this? Okay, New Dawn for Germany. Oh, so we should have just formed all along. Because we can reform... Bro, this is going to be... The Confederation of the Rhine is going to be completely changed, like, what optimal metagame looks like. Oh, that's so wild at the end here that we're getting this information. Okay. That we could just form a new Confederation of the Rhine? Because this changes the calculus on, like, all of the cost of going after the states, because it's only, like, what, like 40%? Well, I guess it doesn't fully change the calculus, right? Also, do these guys start out as a puppet or what? They start out as a puppet, okay. And I guess this was this Belgium? Alright, interesting. Well, I mean, this will mean you can vassal feed a ton of territory, and you won't have to go the step from protectorate to puppet, because you will ostensibly just make one puppet, and then you'll be able to annex it later. This is very interesting. But, so I guess we played around with that. We struggle bust our way through another event, another negative event that just gave us a whole ton of turmoil again. In every one of our provinces, which hurts. We do have like an all-gold economy, which is now a little bit less of a gold economy, but still very much a gold economy. That's kind of all we got going on. And then we have, you know, been having trouble recruiting up an army, but maybe we can recruit up through here, and then... But you know what? We're still going to want a vassal feed, actually, and not just form. Because now we're not going to have another formable until we have Central Europe. And so I think we will want to continue vassal feeding for at least a little bit. Probably get Hanover and Ruhr and North Rhine and Rhineland or Westphalia through here probably would actually be a little bit better. Which would give us a nice big base going in to, like, probably needing to do high infamy. To go after all of this to form Central Europe. But anyways, that's for next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. You know, hit the notification bell, etc. Mostly etc. And other than that, have a good day. Bye now.